Hello and welcome back to your favorite spoken English channel, this is Spoken English. See, soft skills. Soft skills are type of actions that you pursue in order to complete a course of action. Soft skill also comes in skills. There are two types of skills. First one is called hard skills, and second one is soft skills. Hard skills are required when you are pursuing any lower type of task, and whenever it comes to any management task or something like that, the skill of soft skill comes into place. The first soft skills that we are going to talk about is verbal communication. It's a type of capability that you possess in order to express yourself clearly and confidently with the help of words, gestures, emotions, and all. For example, if you're able to express your project idea to your team, it means you possess a capability named verbal communication. Second soft skill is non-verbal communication. In this, you'll be able to convey your message with the help of body language, facial expressions, and tone. In non-verbal communication, word matters, but in a lesser in amount rather than your body language, your expressions, your clarity, your pronunciation, and all other gestures and tones. For example, if you'll be able to make contact with people during a presentation or in a business meeting or while talking to anyone, it means you possess a capability named non-verbal communication. The third one is written communication, in which you be able to effectively convey ideas and information with the help of writing. Here, word matters, but not in spoken form, but in a form where you're putting them on paper. For example, if you'll be able to craft a clear and concise email, then you'll be able to, it can be said that you possess a capability named written communication. It's a type of soft skill that helps, writers, composers, and, translators to get better jobs and be better at their jobs. Let's talk about interpersonal skills. Now, here comes the first one is teamwork. If you stay in a group and you'll be able to collaborate with others in order to achieve a common goal, then you possess a capability named teamwork. There are certain type of people who feel odd when they're in group, but when they're completing that particular project alone, they feel comfortability in order to pursue that course of action or something like that. That is not teamwork. Teamwork is a situation where you're working all together upon in order to achieve a particular set of action. For example, if you're working together for a group project, it means you are good at teamwork. Next one is leadership. Leadership is be able to inspire and guide people in order to achieve a shared objective. For example, if you have your principal in your school, if you have your project manager in your company, if you have the management in your organization, they are good at leadership. They are be able to lead a team in order to launch a project and also get till accomplishment and start the next project. And that's called leadership. Next one is conflict resolution. It's really common for us to find conflicts around us. Like everyone is doing backbiting upon their back, like complaints and all. These are found everywhere. But if you'll be able to resolve it, if you'll be able to manage and resolve disagreements between people in a constructive manner, where none of them are feeling offensive, none of them are feeling defensive, then you're good at conflict resolution. As an example, we can say if you'll be able to mediate a dispute between two members or between among members of a team, then you're good at conflict resolution. Now let's talk about emotional intelligence. There are certain soft skills in emotional intelligence as well. For example, self-awareness. How do you understand your emotions? If you get lots of responsibility, if you get lots of pressure, do you really get down to that? Do you really feel overwhelmed from it, or do you find your strength in order to complete that, or do you feel weakness while completing that? So all these come in self-awareness, whether you'll be able to do the things or not. Are you even aware of your own capability that you possess? So these all come in self-awareness. Let's talk about empathy. Empathy is being able to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy is when you listen to someone and then when someone expresses their grief, pain, sorrow, something like that, you feel that pain from your own perspective. You put your leg in their shoes. You understand what they mean by what they're saying. You understand their emotions, their expressions, their feelings, and what they're going through. So these all come in empathy. For example, if you're being able to offer support to people or a colleague who are going through a tough time, it means you're good at empathy. Okay, let's talk about emotional regulation. Now, what's this? It's the process of controlling and managing your emotion in a healthy way. Like, for example, if you are overworked, you have worked for the whole day, and now you require a break, to calm yourself down during a heated discussion. For example, you just took through 4 to 5 meetings. You had a hell amount of responsibilities upon your head. You went through several projects simultaneously. You have to manage, hundreds of people at a time. So it's obvious that you'll handle multiple conflicts. You'll have multiple discussions among people. You'll have multiple, delegation of duties and all. Like all these, accumulately, this will come emotional regulation. Now, after doing all those work, at the evening when you have your cup of coffee in your hand, do you really feel that like sipping, or are you still indulged in all those that you did for the whole day? So that come in emotional regulation. Let's talk about problem solving skill. It's this type of skill which helps you to get rid of the problems that comes to your daily life. The first one is critical thinking. It's a process of analyzing information and identifying patterns and making informed decisions on the basis of that. For example, critical thinking, it means complete analyzing informations, identifying patterns from the data. For example, if I'll take a typical daily example, then say you wake up at 8 o'clock on daily basis, and you have this problem that you don't want to wake up at 8, but you want to wake up at 5. Now, in this circumstance, you want to change the wake up time of yours. Now you will analyze information. Analyzing information is what? That you wake up late. You want to wake up early. Now, second action that you're going to pursue is identifying patterns in order to break that. Now you will see the night pattern. At what time do you sleep? While sleeping, what do you overthink or something? Do you read, or do you use your smartphone or something like that? So identifying pattern and then making informed decisions. Now what the decision will be? That you'll stop using phones. You'll prefer reading books and all in order to sleep early, and then it's the process of evaluating data and identifying areas of improvement in order to achieve a course of action or in order to achieve something. I'm sure you're getting me. Next one is creativity. It's also a problem solving skill in which you generate informative and innovative ideas and solutions. For example, the best way of doing creativity is like brainstorming. For example, you're sleeping over an issue and you have to construct some of the ideas around that. So what you do is that you write at least 20 ideas regarding that, and then you select the best 5 out of that, and then from that 5 you select the best 2, and out of those 2 you critically analyze that, your actions, your results, your complexity, your any differences between that, any you understand both of them. I mean, you analyze both of them, and then you come to a particular decision. Next one is resourcefulness, like finding and utilizing resources that are available in order to overcome challenges. This is called resourcefulness. For example, if you have 5 books and you'll be able to read each book at a time, you never left one book unfinished and then you have not started the next one. It's not like you just started reading and you left that, started reading and left that. If you're not doing this, then you're a fully resourceful person and you have a quality that's called resourcefulness. Next one is, let's talk about time management soft skills, in which multiple skills arrive. Let's see the first one, prioritization. It's a way of identifying and focusing on one of the most important tasks and completing that. For example, you create a to-do list and you with clear priorities, that which course of action has to be completed first, and then on which course of action you'll prefer to be completed next, and how you will delegate it. Is there something like you're going to complete all of them by yourself, or are you going to delegate it to your members, to your subordinates, to your colleagues, or someone else? So something like that. Next one is organization. It's a way of structuring organization. It's a way of structuring and coordinating tasks, resources, and time. For example, if you have 5 people working under you, and you are be able to assign particular tasks to particular people with the capability. For example, if you are assigning a task of writing an email to a person who is good at drawing, then it's obvious that he won't be able to complete that. So in that scenario, you have to select the best person for that particular job, and if you'll be able to accomplish it, then you're good at organization. If you're good at managing resources, if you're good at resource managing time. For example, if you have, everyone has the same amount of time in their life, but they have particular tasks in order to get completed. So the way how you manage all these, that's called organization. Next one is adaptability. It's the process of being flexible and staying organized in challenging atmosphere and circumstance. For example, if you were working in your own organization, and then you left that, you joined a new organization where the atmosphere is full of hectic, there's no joke, there's no get together, there's nothing like that. But if you be able to get comfortable with that scenario as well, then you're good at adaptability. You get yourself adapted to the situation where you're thrown at. So for example, if you'll be able to adjust your schedule in order to accommodate unexpected tasks, that's called adaptability. Let's talk about personal development soft skills. First one is continuous learning. Is that something like do you seek out information, knowledge, skill, and experiences on daily basis? If you do so, you're good at continuous learning. Do you have your self motivation, like driving yourself to achieve a goal or overcome challenge by yourself, setting personal goals and tracking progress? If you do all these, then you're self motivated. That's self motivation. Next one is resilience. If you cope up with the setbacks that come to your life, if you cope up with the failures and difficult situations, that's called resilience. There's a way of bouncing back from a failed project and making that accomplished. So these soft skills are essential for personal and professional growth. It can be developed over time with practice, patience, and perseverance and persistence, and all those qualities. If you had all of these skills, then congrats, you're already at a good level. I'll make particular videos on each of these. I think that's sufficient for today. We'll meet tomorrow with the next one. Till then, take care of yourself.